students, welcome to my channel Dr. Physics, and in this video we are going to study about the error analysis. Okay, first of all, what is an error? In previous video we have studied what is an error. Error is nothing but the difference between the measured value to the true value. The true value of the reading will be, instrument will be something and the measured value will be some other thing. And the difference between the measured value minus true value is nothing but the error. And error can be positive, error can be negative. Okay, before going deeply into the errors, we should know first of all few basic things. What are those? Okay, assume A1, A2, A3, so on, AN. These are the measured values in an experiment. Assume these are the n measured values of an experiment, same experiment. Now, first of all, how to find the mean? What is the mean of the readings? The mean of the readings are given by the symbol A bar, that is nothing but sum of all the terms by the number of terms. That is nothing but simply the average. Therefore, A1 plus A2 plus A3 so on plus AN by number of terms is n. The average of the measured values is nothing but the mean. That is nothing but sigma AN by n. That is the mean value. Now next one. Absolute error. What is the meaning of absolute error? And I will represent this one by delta A. The absolute error of the first reading is nothing but delta A1. That is nothing but A bar. Is nothing but A bar. A bar minus first reading, and we will keep it in the mod. That means simply the error in the first reading is the difference between the mean value to the individual value. Now what is the error in the second reading? That is delta A2. That is nothing but A bar minus delta A2. So on till delta AN. What is delta AN? That is nothing but A bar minus AN. These are the absolute errors of individual measured values. Now third one. Mean absolute error. Mean absolute error. What is the meaning of mean absolute error? What is the meaning of mean? Mean is nothing but the average of the measured values. What is the mean absolute error? What is a mean absolute error? Means nothing but mean of the absolute errors. Nothing but average of all these errors. That is nothing but delta A1 plus delta A2 plus delta A3 so on plus delta AN by number of terms, that is n. That is simply I can write as sigma delta AN by n. Sigma is nothing but the summation. Sigma is nothing but summation, sum of all the terms. Okay now. And this is given by the symbol delta A bar. This bar represents me the mean values. Now next one. Fractional error. Fractional, or I will call it as relative error. Fractional or relative error. What is this? This is nothing but the ratio between the mean absolute error to the, that is delta A bar, to the mean value, that is A bar. The ratio between the mean absolute error to the mean value, that is nothing but the fractional or relative error. Now fifth one. What is a percentage error? What is a percentage error? The percentage error is nothing but the, when I am representing the fractional error or relative error in the terms of percentage, there is nothing but a percentage error. There is nothing but simply delta A bar by A bar. This is a relative error. When I am representing this one in the percentage, that is into 100%, then it is percentage error. Therefore, mean value, absolute error, mean absolute error, fractional or relative error, percentage error. These five are very important to solve the problems in errors. Okay, please remember this, and we will solve one small problem so we will get a clarity. Okay, now assume I am measuring the time period of a simple pendulum, and I measured 3 times. In 3 times I got different values. Now they are 2 seconds. Then in second reading I got as 1 second, and third reading I got as 3 seconds. These are the measured values. I measured the experiment, I done the experiment 3 times and each time I got different values. Now they told to find the first one, mean value. What is the mean value? That is A bar. Sum of all the terms, that is average of all the terms, that is 2 plus 1 plus 3 by 3. That is nothing but 3 plus 3 by 3 is nothing but 2. The average time period of the simple pendulum is 2 seconds. I will say the time period of the simple pendulum is 2 seconds. What is the mean value? That will be the time period of that is the measured value. That is the time period of the simple pendulum. Okay, now 2 seconds I got, well and good. Now what is the next one? Absolute error. The absolute error is nothing but, what is absolute error? The absolute error of first reading. Absolute error of first reading is delta A1. What is that? 2 minus 2. What is the value? I got 0. That means there is no error in the first measurement. And for second one, delta A2, that is nothing but 2 minus 1. That is nothing but 1. Now for third one, delta A, that is nothing but 2 minus 3. That is nothing but 1. These are the errors in the one is error in the second reading and one is error in the third reading. The more the number of times you do the experiment, the lesser will be the error. That means here, now I am doing 3 times. If I do 6 times, the error will be further decreased. If I do 9 times, the error will be again decreased. That means the more the number of readings you will take to find the measured value, true value, the lesser will be the error. That is the reason in your school days you will do the experiment 3 or 4 times and you will take the average. If you do 3 or 4 times, the error what you are getting will be least value. If you are taking the measurement only 1 time, the reading what you got may be true or not, we don't know. But if you take readings 10 times and if you find the average, then you will get the error, very less error. So the more the times you measure the values, the more the readings you took for the experiment, the lesser will be the error. Please remember this. Now third one, mean absolute error. Mean absolute error. There is nothing but delta A bar. There is nothing but simply the average of all these errors. That is 0 plus 1 by how many? 3. Therefore 2 by 3 is the mean absolute error. If I take the readings, measurements for more, say 3 more, the error will be further less. The more the readings, the lesser will be the error. Now, fractional error or relative error. What is the relative error? The relative error is nothing but delta A bar by A bar. That is nothing but 2 by 3 by what is A bar? 3. 2, right? 2 to cancel off. What is the answer? 1 by 3. That is nothing but 0.33 seconds. 0.33 seconds is error. Relative error, sorry. Now fifth one, percentage error. The percentage error is nothing but relative error, that is delta A bar by A bar into 100%. It's nothing but 0.33 into 100 is nothing but 33.33%. That means in the measured value 33.33% of error is there. This is a mean. The measured value will get 33.3% error. If you are increasing the readings, this will decrease, this will decrease, this will decrease. The percentage in the error will be, the percentage of the error in the measurement will be decreasing if the number of measuring values are increasing. Please remember this. Okay, now we will study the combination of errors. Combination of errors, that means errors in addition, errors in subtraction, errors while multiplication and errors while division. Now we will see it. Error in addition. Now see here, what to do while we are doing the addition? What to do the error while we are doing the addition? Now see here, every value will be represented in the form of A bar plus or minus delta A bar, where A bar is a measured value, mean value, where delta A bar is error in that measured value. Now see here, now I am measuring the length of a rod by using a normal scale. For normal scale, what is the least count? 1 millimeter. Now see here, same with this one, 2 centimeters, I'm measuring the rod and it came like this. Now what is the reading I should take? I should take either 2.1 centimeter or I should take 2.2 centimeter. Because the length of the rod is between the two readings, 2 marks. Therefore I can take either as 2.1 centimeter or I can take it as 2.2 centimeters. Okay. Now if the reading is like this. Now the reading is like this. Now say me, the reading is between 2.2 and 2. That means I can take it as 2.2 centimeters or I can take it as 2.3 centimeters. You will accept that. That means if I told the reading of the rod is 2.2 centimeters, now say me what are the chances it may be? If I told the reading is 2.2, what are the chances? The chances are it can be 2.1 also. If the reading is between these two, I can say it as 2.2. If I say 2.2, that means the chances are there that it will be 2.1 also. Now here, if the chances are there, if I say 2.2, the chances are there that I can say 2.3. That means the least count of the instrument is 1 millimeter. That means if I got some value 2.2, there will be some error. It may be plus 1 millimeter more or it may be less 1 millimeter more. It may be, if I told 2.2, it may be 2.1 also. If I told 2.2, it may be 2.3 also. Means plus or minus 1 millimeter. That means the least count of the instrument. Therefore, I will say it as 2.2 centimeters plus or minus 1 millimeter. This is error. The least count of the instrument is error and this is a measured value. I think it's clear. If I told 2.2, it may be this much of value more. It may be. Or it may be this much of value less. Therefore, plus or minus 1 millimeter. Now, if I am measuring the same thing by using vernier calipers. For vernier calipers, what is the least count? 0.1 millimeter. Now, I got some value. That is 50.5 millimeters. This is a measured value I got when I am measuring them. This is a measured value by using vernier caliper. Vernier calipers. Okay, well and good. Now, the reading may be. The reading, if I told 50.5 millimeters, the reading may be 50.4 millimeters or it may be 50.6 millimeters. It may be this value exactly or it may be this value or it may be this value. We don't know. The same concept what I am using here. The same concept I also used here. It may be this value, it may be this value, or it may be this. We don't know. Therefore, there will be some error. How much error? The least count of the vernier calipers is 0.1 millimeter. Therefore, the error will be the 0.1 millimeter. The error will give me the least count of the instrument. If I am using screw gauge, same 50.55 millimeter plus in screw gauge the least count is 0.01. Therefore, the error in the measurement is 0.01 millimeter. This by using screw gauge, this by using vernier calipers, and before one by using normal scale. That means every value I can represent in the form of measure value plus the mean value plus the error. The error will give me the least count of the instrument. This error will say me the least count of the instrument and this will say me the with what instrument I measured it. If it is 1 millimeter, then I can say by normal scale. If it is 0.1 millimeter, then I can say it is by vernier calipers. If it is 0.01 millimeter, then I can say it by screw gauge. Please remember this. I should represent in the form of A bar plus or minus delta A bar. This is the concept. Now we will see. Now, A is equal to A bar plus or minus delta A bar. And now B is equal to B bar plus or minus delta B bar. And now they told C is equal to A plus B. And even C also I should represent in the form of C bar plus or minus delta C bar. Now they told the value of C. Now assume A is nothing but length of the rod and L2 is nothing but the length of other rod. Now they told to find the length of the sum of the two rods. Therefore what I can do, that is nothing but C. C is nothing but A plus B. Now I should represent even C in the form of C bar plus or minus delta C bar. Therefore what is C bar? The C bar will always take the sign which is here. If it is A plus B, then C bar will take A bar plus B bar. If it is A minus B, C bar will take A bar minus B bar. If it is A into B, then C bar will take A into B. If it is A by B, then C bar will take A by B. what is operation going on here? The same operation I will use to find the C bar. Now I got the C bar, very good. Now how to find delta C bar? The delta C bar I will get by adding the errors, that is plus or minus delta A plus or minus delta B. Plus or minus delta A or plus or minus delta. That means I will get 4 readings. What are those? When I use plus and plus one value, and when I use plus and minus one value, and if I use minus and minus 1, and if I use minus and plus, I will get 1. That means there are 4 possible cases in the error. When I keep different signs different times, I will get 4 possible chances while measuring the error. The chances may be this many, but always they will tell to find the maximum error. The maximum error is always when it is both are adding. That means the maximum error is always delta A plus delta B. Always you should take this only. Always you should take this one only. That means nothing but delta C bar is nothing but delta A bar plus delta. It's not plus or minus, plus delta B bar. Therefore C I can write as A bar plus B bar plus or minus delta A bar plus delta B bar. These are C bar value. And if they told to find the relative error of C. What is relative error of C? It is nothing but delta C bar by C bar. There is nothing but delta A bar plus delta B bar by C bar is how much? A bar by A bar plus B bar. This is nothing but the relative error of C. If they told to find the percentage error of C, then simply multiply with 100%. That's all. Now we will see a small example for this. This small example, you will get a clarity. A is equal to 2 plus or minus 0.1 centimeters and B is equal to 1 plus or minus 0.1 centimeters, and they told to find C is equal to C value, there is nothing but A plus B in the form of C bar plus or minus delta C bar. What is C bar? The C bar is nothing but sum of these two, that is 2 plus 1. What is operation here? The same operation I am doing for C bar. Therefore C bar I got, that is nothing but how much? It is nothing but 3. Now they told to find next one, delta C bar. Delta C bar I will get by simply adding the two errors, that is 0.1 plus 0.1, there is nothing but 0.2. The maximum error, usually there are 4 cases, but in that 4 cases I am taking the one case that is maximum error. The maximum error is possible only when both I am taking as positive ends. Therefore positive, positive. Therefore I am adding them. Therefore I got error as 0.2. Therefore I will present C is equal to 3 plus or minus 0.2. And if they told to find the relative error, that is delta C bar by C, then 0.2 by 3. If they told to find the percentage, delta C bar by C bar into 100%, there is nothing but 0.2 by 3 into 100%. These are way to solve the problems while addition when there are errors in the measured values. Okay. Now while subtraction, now what to do? While subtraction. Now this is addition, now while subtraction. Now same, A is equal to A bar plus or minus delta A bar, where B is equal to B bar plus or minus delta B bar, where C is equal to A minus B. They told to find the form of C bar plus or minus delta C bar. Now how to find C bar? The C bar I will use the same operation which is here. Therefore C bar is nothing but A bar minus B bar. Therefore I got C bar. Well and good. Now how to find delta C bar? Delta C bar is nothing but plus or minus delta A bar plus or minus delta B bar. Actually it is not plus or minus, it is minus or plus. No, there are 4 cases even here also. Plus plus, plus minus, minus plus, minus minus. But I will get the error, maximum error when I am adding both the errors. That is delta A plus delta B. Usually when they told to find the errors in addition and subtraction, simply find delta A plus delta B. There are 4 signs, but usually we will take the maximum error, that is nothing but delta A plus delta B. Therefore I can write this C bar as A bar plus B bar, well and good, minus A bar minus B bar plus or minus, what is delta C bar? Delta C bar is nothing but simply adding, that is delta A plus delta B. Even though it is addition, even though it is subtraction, the error will be added. The errors will be added. Even though it is addition, it will be added. Even though it is subtraction, the error will be added. But this C bar, this will take the actual operation which is going on here. Now it's a small example. Now you will get an idea. A is equal to 2 plus or minus 0.1 and B is equal to 1 plus or minus 0.1. Now they want to find C, where C is equal to A minus B. Now which is has to be in the form of C bar plus or minus delta C bar. Now what is C bar? C bar I will get as C bar I will get by using the same operation which is that means A minus B. Therefore A bar minus B, but that is 2 minus 1 is nothing but 1. How to find delta C bar? Even though it is subtraction, I should add the errors. Therefore 0.1 plus 0.1. Even though it is subtraction, I am adding the errors. Therefore nothing but 0.2. Therefore C bar I will write as 1 plus or minus 0.2. This is a C value. I think this is clear. Addition and subtraction. Now we will see for multiplication. Now what to do for multiplication? Okay, we will see while multiplication. Okay, now see here. Same. A is equal to A bar plus or minus delta A bar, where B is equal to A bar plus or minus delta B bar plus or minus delta B bar. And now they told to find C, where C is equal to A into B, which I represent in the form of C bar plus or minus delta C bar. Now the C bar will take the actual operation which is here. Therefore C bar is nothing but actual operation is multiplication. Therefore A bar dot B bar. The actual operation which is here, the same operation I will do for C bar. The C bar is equal to A bar dot B bar. Now how to find delta C bar? The delta C bar in addition and subtraction, what I did, delta C bar is nothing but delta A plus delta B. I am simply adding the errors in addition and subtraction. But when it comes to the multiplication, I can't find delta C bar directly. I have to use this formula. Delta C bar by C bar is equal to plus or minus delta A bar by A bar plus or minus delta B bar by B bar. This formula I have to use. Here I am simply adding the errors. Delta C bar is nothing but error of A plus error of B. But here I should not add the errors. I should add the relative errors. The relative error of C is equal to the relative error of A plus or minus the relative error of B. And the usual case, four possible cases are possible here. 4 plus plus, minus minus, plus minus, minus plus. But always I should take only plus sign for maximum error. Therefore, the relative error of C is equal to the relative error of A plus relative error of B. If they told to find the error. Now from here, keep the C value here, we will get delta C. This is the way how to find delta C bar. Now see small example. A is equal to 2 plus or minus 0.2 and B is equal to 1 plus or minus 0.1. Now they told to C is equal to A into B. Now what to do? They told to find C, where C is equal to A into B. Therefore C bar, which is the form C bar plus or minus delta C bar. Therefore C bar is nothing but simply the operation which is there. Therefore 2 into 1, that is 2 into 1 is nothing but 2. Now what is delta C bar? I can't find the delta C bar directly. I have to use this form, that is delta C bar by C bar is equal to delta A bar by A bar plus delta B bar by B bar. There is nothing but delta A bar is how much? 0.2 by A bar is how much? 2 plus delta C bar, delta B bar is how much? 0.1 by what is B bar? 1. There is nothing but 0.1 plus 0.1. There is nothing but 0.2. Therefore, delta C bar by C bar, there is nothing but 0.2. The relative error in the C is delta C bar by C bar is nothing but the relative error in the C is 0.2. But what is error in the C? In place of C bar, I am keeping as 2. Therefore, the relative error in the C is 0.4. That is answer. The relative error in the C is, the error in the C is 0.4. Therefore, I will represent the C bar as C is equal to 2 plus or minus 0.4. This formula I have to use. Please remember this. When it is multiplication, this is the formula I have to use. The relative error of C is equal to the relative error of A plus the relative error of B. But now when it is in division, what to do? Now observe carefully. When it is in division, observe carefully what to do. A is equal to A bar plus or minus delta A bar and B is equal to B bar plus or minus delta B bar, and where C is equal to A by B. Now you have to find in the form of C bar plus or minus delta C bar. Now what is C bar? The C bar will take the same operation which is here, that means division, therefore A bar by B bar. I got C bar, well and good. Now when it is in division, how to find delta C bar? In addition and subtraction I find directly, simply adding the delta A bar plus delta B bar. But when it comes to the multiplication, I use this formula. The same formula I am using for division also. Therefore delta C bar by C bar is equal to delta A bar by A bar minus delta B bar by B bar. Why I wrote minus? Then the denominator terms, when they are finding the errors, they will become minus. B is in denominator. Therefore for delta B bar by B bar I should keep minus. If they told to find the error, use this formula. But if they told to find the maximum error, for maximum error what I have to do? I have to keep always. B is for maximum error. Always remember that in exam, in questions, always they will ask maximum errors. They won't ask normal, find error. They will ask always find the maximum error. Because error we can't find. Error has 4 possibilities. Therefore I can't find the error because error is having 4 possibilities. Plus, 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 minus, minus, plus, minus, minus. There are 4 possibilities for the errors. They always, so therefore they will always ask to find the maximum error. The maximum error is only when all the signs are positive. For this is a maximum error. Now we will see small example, you will understand. Now A is equal to 4 plus or minus 0.4, B is equal to 2 plus or minus 0.2, and C is equal to A by B, which are represented in the form of C plus or minus delta C bar. Now say me what is C? C bar? C bar will take the same operation which is here, therefore 4 by 2, there is nothing but 2. Now what is delta C bar? How to find delta C bar? I have to use this formula. For delta C bar by C bar is equal to delta A bar by A bar plus or minus, actually it is plus delta B bar by B bar. Always they will tell to find the maximum error, therefore I should keep plus. Even though it is addition, even though it is multiplication, even though it is division, I have to use the same formula. If they told to find the maximum error, if they told to find simply the error, then keep here minus. If they told to find the maximum error, keep plus. Therefore what you will get? 0.4 by 4 plus 0.2 by 2, there is nothing but 0.1 plus 0.1, there is nothing but 0.2. Therefore what is delta C? Delta C bar is by C bar is how much? 2. Therefore delta C bar is 0.2 into 2, that is 4, 0.4. Therefore C bar I can represent as 2 plus or minus 0.4. This is the answer. I think this is clear. In addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay. Now we will find for higher powers. Now we will see. Now understand carefully what I am doing. Now see here. C D is equal to A dot B by C, where C is given by A B by C. Now they told to find the error in the D. What is D bar? D bar is nothing but which have to represent the form of D bar plus or minus delta D bar. Therefore D bar I will get by the same operation which is here. Therefore A bar into B bar by C bar. Now I got D bar. How to find delta D bar? It is in multiplication and division. Therefore what formula I have to use? I can't directly add the errors. I have to use some form. What is that? Delta D bar by D bar is equal to delta A bar by A bar, both in multiplication. Therefore plus delta B bar by B bar. Now C is in denominator. Therefore it becomes minus delta C bar by C bar. The way to find the error in the D is this method, this formula. A and B are in numerators. Therefore delta A bar by A bar plus delta B bar by B bar, both will be positive. But C is in denominator. Therefore minus delta C bar by C bar. But this is only for they told to find error. But if they told to find the maximum error, in the questions always they will ask maximum errors only. If they told to find the maximum error, then it will always keep positive. Now we will see one more. B is equal to A square. Now they told to find the the error in the B. Now how can I find A square? I can write as A into A. Therefore delta B by, now they told to find B bar, which is in the form of B bar plus or minus delta B bar. This B will form in the form. Therefore what is B bar? B bar will take the same operation which is here. Therefore A into A, there is nothing but A bar dot A bar. There is nothing but A bar whole square. The same operation which is here. B bar will take the same operation. Now how do you find delta B bar? The delta B bar both are in multiplication. Therefore delta B bar by B bar must be equal to delta A bar by A bar plus delta A bar by A bar. There is nothing but 2 into delta A bar by A bar. That means, observe carefully, the power will become the multiplication factor in while finding the errors. A square, therefore the error in the B is nothing but, the relative error in the B is nothing but 2 times of relative error in the A. Now if it is A cube, B is equal to A cube, therefore the error in the B is delta B bar by B is nothing but 3 into delta A bar by A. I think this is clear. The power will become the multiplication factor when I find the relative errors. I will see small example, last example, then we will get full clarity. Okay, now see here. D is equal to A squared into B power 4 by C squared. Now they told to find the D bar. D bar I will get by the same operation which is here. That means A bar whole square into B bar whole power 4 by C bar whole power 2. The same operation I will get. But how to find delta D bar? The delta D bar I can find only by in the form of relative errors. For delta D bar by D bar is equal to A square. Therefore the square will become the multiplication by the 2 into delta A bar by A bar into B power 4, the 4 will become the multiplication, therefore plus 4 into delta B bar by B bar minus, because C is in denominator, minus C square will become the multiplication, the 2 into delta C bar by C bar. This is for error. But if they don't find the maximum error, even though it is in the denominator, it will become plus. Observe carefully, the powers will become the multiplication factors while finding the errors, relative errors. Please remember this. Remember this, for maximum error, keep always positive sign. This for error. If they don't find the maximum error, then it will be positive. Please remember this. I think this is clear how to find the errors, relative errors and the actual values. Okay. By this we completed the concept in error analysis. Next video we will see the problems. And if you guys are having any doubt, please mention my mail regarding, it may be 11th doubt, it may be 12th doubt, it may be any doubt, please mention my mail, and within 24 hours the doubts will be clarified. Thank you.